So I'm trying this new thing out and I'm going to try and edit it. So I'm sorry in advance if it causes any resolution issues. Let me know, because on my phone, when I edit it, it looks okay. I just think that it helps me to look at the camera. You know, I do it the other way to give you a better view. My eyes are always looking in an opposite direction of where the camera is. So please give me your feedback if this looks crazy. On another note, I'm going to go ahead and give you a heads up of what's to come in this video. I'm going to try and do this a little bit more often since I do get really talkative a lot of the times. I just have so many things to share and I don't want to cut out too many of the details because sometimes it's in the details that helps. So look for the description box to tell you what points in this video are going to match up with parts of the video that you might be interested in seeing. I did try 3 different methods of removing Got2bglue from the inside of a wig in a shortened version for those of you who don't like all the details. So first you're going to see me in the wig that I put on with the Got2bglued shorter version yesterday, the Scarlett. I slept in her. My husband came home from his work trip. We had a late night. I was tired. I did not want to do anything, even though it only took me about 5 minutes. I just wasn't doing 5 minutes of anything last night. So I went to sleep, slept in her, and this morning, I was really surprised to find that she was still pretty adhered. So you're gonna see that first. I'm gonna show you how well it was secured, but then it did start to come up as soon as I started really pulling. And that actually was nice because it made removal a breeze. But what I will note is that I'm kind of going like this at one point and getting my finger underneath the wig cap. And I'm doing that to kind of show you that if it had been secured really well, or if I was taking it off the same day of adhesion, I would put some coconut oil on my finger and I would just kind of work that underneath, like I would do something like this to try and get it up underneath the wig, and it helped release the Got2bglued from my own forehead and bio hair. Then you're gonna see me try a method where I'm using this amazing, awesome coconut oil. I love it, and if it would work for me, that would be great. And that didn't work so well. I didn't put a lot of time into it because, again, the point of these videos, for me, the point of these methods is to try and find what works for me in the fastest and quickest amount possible. I don't want to be spending time on my wigs any more than normal. So go ahead and give it coconut oil a try if you want to put some more elbow grease into it or spend some more time on it and that's important to you. But I went ahead and moved on, and I went and got my conditioner. I just got a random conditioner. I'll show you the brand that I use, and I used that to put it on my toothbrush and scrub it up, and it came right up. There's one little spot that I will show you after that that did not come up, and I scrubbed it just a little bit more. It came right up. I fast forward through that part because, again, I know some of you just want to get to the point. You probably already passed this intro because you're like, just tell me what I want to know. Then the third trial that I did was actually yesterday, and it was the eBay wig that I had originally planned to try that adhesion technique with, and I tried the whole 1-layer stick that some of y'all can do. I couldn't. And so yesterday, since I wasn't able to use it, I went ahead and got Dawn dish soap and put it on the toothbrush, and I did the same exact method. I left that one for third to show you because I'm going to keep it in its entirety. I'm going to show you exactly how much scrubbing. I probably won't put it in real time, but I will note in the voiceover exactly how long it took me before I fast forward. But then I'll fast forward and show you the method that I used to scrub, rinse, and make that work. So I really hope that you find these videos helpful. I've gotten so much good feedback so far. It's like been a whirlwind. I just started putting these videos up at first to show some friends what the synthetic wigs looked like in better angles than pictures can give. And the next thing I know, somebody was talking about a tip I was sharing, and they said, could you make a video? I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So this has spiraled from there, but I really do find this a lot easier to do these videos than to try and post with my little thumbs on Facebook. Anyhow, hasta la vista. Keep giving me your feedback. I really appreciate hearing from you, and I hope you are all enjoying a great July. Hello, this is me the morning after sleeping in a wig that I adhered the day before using Got2bglued yellow gel. It is adhered pretty well until I started pulling, and then it came up pretty easily. If it were adhered very well, or maybe I was taking off the same day of application, what I'm doing with my finger is the same thing I would do with some coconut oil in order to get it to lift easier and not pull my hair. Here is the inside of the wig, where the Got2bglued gel is. I'm going to use coconut oil first. I didn't put a lot of time into it. I just wanted to see if it would work and how well it would work. I'm going to show you real quick. This is me just scrubbing with a toothbrush, and then I rinsed it off under some water once I scrubbed everywhere, including on the cloth part. It did not come up very well. Then I moved on to conditioner. So that is the conditioner that I use. I will link everything in the description. Here's me scrubbing again. I found that my toothbrush started to go a little dry, so I knew that there was plenty of conditioner on that whole lace. I went ahead and rinsed my toothbrush and then just continued scrubbing to kind of get that bubbly again. Once I was done with that, I rinsed it, and it did work really well. You're going to see it came out almost everywhere except for one little spot. Right there, right underneath my thumb, that spot right there. I just went ahead and got my toothbrush out, scrubbed it again, and it really did come right up. Moving on to the third technique. This is the eBay wig that I was talking about yesterday, and that is Dawn dish soap. I just don't like having it in the big bulky bottle on my sink. I'm going to use the same exact technique that we used before with a toothbrush and the Dawn dish soap. I do get the toothbrush wet throughout this process. You will see that. Just get it wet and continue to kind of soap and get those bubbles to come up. You are also going to see that I didn't make any attempt to keep the length of the hair out of the water, and it's because I was conditioning this unit. I still had some coconut oil in there that I guess I had forgot to rinse out. Anyhow, let's assume that this wig was fully styled and this is just part of my daily use and my daily maintenance. I would clip back the length of that hair, and I would literally only get wet, or try to only get wet, the lace and the hair that is attached to that front part of the lace. Now, as long as the type of hair that you are using doesn't change too much radically when it gets wet, that's not going to be a bad thing, getting it wet, because it will allow you to hang your wig upside down to dry, and then it will give some of that volume and keep the hair off of falling into your face just from drying that way, instead of having to use heat. I know we've talked about that in some other wig videos, and that would be a technique you could use. I did see that there were still some spots on this, and I think it's because I still might have had some Salon Pro glue on this frontal from the last time. This is a very big frontal because it's an entire full lace wig. So I went ahead and got some more soap on there, and I just repeated this process. However, I did take note of the time that this took before I fast forwarded, and it was 4 minutes and 33 seconds from start to end. So under 5 minutes for maintenance to get that out. Yes, ma'am.